Now, what I'd like to do next is have you all do a little exercise. I'm going to show you another commercial for the Barack Obama commemorative coin. And I want you to take note of any of the persuasive techniques that we've talked about in class today as they're used in this commercial. And this one has a load of them. It's about a 2-minute long advertisement. And it, like I said, it just has a bunch of these tactics. And so just take note of these as you're watching, and then we'll discuss this one and dissect it afterwards. Okay, here we go, the Obama coin. Watch carefully.
And I believe in you.
Man.
I believe in the American people, United States of America.
Now you can celebrate the historic presidency of Barack Obama as one of the only seated U.S. presidents to ever win the Nobel Peace Prize. The Franklin Mint, the most trusted name in commemorative collectibles, is proud to offer the Barack Obama presidential coin, honoring our leader, who has inspired millions worldwide. Yes, for a limited time, you can own a piece of priceless history for yourself or your family. This brilliant, uncirculated Kennedy half dollar. First minted in 1964, layered in pure 24-karat gold, now permanently color enhanced by the Franklin Mint, sealed inside a crystal clear acrylic capsule, forever preserving this historic time of hope and inspiration. The issue price for this special coin is $29.95. But by taking advantage of this TV offer, you can get the Barack Obama half dollar, richly layered in genuine 24-karat gold for the Nobel Peace Prize price of $9.95. That's right, $9.95 for your very own piece of American history. You'll also get a certificate of authenticity, signed by Jay Johnson, 36th Director of the U.S. Mint. But wait, there's more. As a special bonus, you'll also receive one of the only postage stamps in the world honoring this Nobel Peace Prize winning president. A $20 value, yours absolutely free.
As a former U.S. Congressman and U.S. Mint Director, I think the historic and collector value of the Barack Obama commemorative coin produced by the Franklin Mint is just incredible.
Don't wait. Place your order today. There are very few left, so for a limited time, you'll receive both the 24-karat layered Barack Obama half dollar and the postage stamp honoring this amazing, inspiring leader. Yes, a $50 value for just $9.95. But you must order now. The demand for this Nobel Peace coin has been overwhelming. So make sure you preserve your own piece of history while supplies last. Order now.
Okay, oops. All right, so hopefully you caught several of the influence strategies that the advertisers threw in there. So let's talk about those. Now, did you catch any appeals to authority in that commercial? Okay, so what was an appeal to authority that you saw? Yeah, that guy who was the Jay Johnson, the former director of the U.S. Mint, came on and endorsed it, saying that he thought it was such a great value. Of course, he's probably getting paid to make that endorsement, so who really knows? Were there any other appeals to authority that you saw in there? There was another subtle one that you might not have caught, but they said that this is from the Franklin Mint, the most trusted name in collectibles. So by associating themselves with this organization, they're saying that this is really the genuine article. You can trust that this is a good product because it's from the Franklin Mint. Right? Now, did they use any appeals to scarcity?
Yes.
All right, so what did they say for that? Yeah, they said that this is a limited time offer. You must act now. There are very few left, they actually said. And another thing that they threw in there that's kind of a subtle appeal to scarcity, it says, demand has been overwhelming for this coin. And so that makes you think that, well, a lot of people are going to try to get this, so if I want it, I better act now, because they might run out. That's also an appeal to something called social proof. So when you see that a lot of other people seem to want something, then you might begin to conclude that that is something that's worth having, right? You see a lot of people in line to get something, and you think, well, what are they in line for? It must be really valuable if all of these people are trying to get it. So, let's see. And how about the appeals to reciprocity? You see any of those in there? So what do they do to appeal to your desire to reciprocate?
The bonus gifts.
Yeah, there were some bonus gifts in there. Remember, they said this is the coin is a $29.95 value, it's $29.95 for the coin, which is actually a $50 value, but you get it for only $9.95. So it seems like they're trying to tell you that you're basically getting this huge discount of $40 off the actual value, or $20 depending on how you think about it. Incidentally, if you've ever wondered why stores will sometimes use the decimal points, that $9.95 instead of just a flat out $10, that's a framing strategy, so they're just trying to make it sound like less. So they can say under $10 when realistically what's a nickel? It's pretty much the same as saying $10, but we perceive that in a different way, so it's a little bit more persuasive. And then they also used a "but wait, there's more" in that ad, if you caught that. So what was the bonus gift that you got? Yeah, the stamps. You get the stamps if you order now. And the stamps are a $20 value, yours for free. So again, it seems like they're giving you these discounts. They're acting like they're giving you this stuff for free, these gifts. So if you want to be a good person, then you should reciprocate and buy their product. So y'all want the Obama coin now? No. So let's finish up by talking about some defenses that you can use against these techniques. Because, when you're learning about these, one thing that you can do is use this power to influence other people, but you can also use it to overcome some of those influence tactics. Right? So I would think that the material that we're learning today is going to be especially helpful in your everyday lives, because you will see some of this stuff as you go along. Now, for defenses against appeals to commitment and consistency, which we talked about several of those, you can just re-examine your sense of obligation that you feel. Think, now, why exactly do I feel like I need to be consistent with my previous behavior? Do I really need to honor this commitment? What are the consequences if I don't honor this commitment? Especially for the lowball technique, you can realize, well, this isn't actually the commitment that I made. I made a commitment to buy at this lower price, so I shouldn't feel guilty for backing out when they threw in all these hidden costs. For appeals to reciprocity, make sure that you are careful to evaluate any favors that people do for you, like free gifts. In fact, you might be careful of those for the foot in the door technique too, because by accepting a gift, that might make you more willing to accept something else that you don't really want later on. Okay? So, and if it seems like somebody is making a concession to you, like giving you something at a discounted price, just think critically. Think, is that really a concession, or did they just want me to buy the thing at that price all along? With that coin, they said it's a $30 value. In fact, maybe this was the Petty Paws, a $30 value, yours for only $9.95. Well, it's not really a $30 value if anybody can get this thing for $9.95. It's a $9.95 value is what it is. And so just keep that in mind and avoid any guilt over the lack of reciprocity. This can be hard to overcome because this is so deeply rooted within us. We feel like if somebody does us a favor, it's just the decent thing to do to give them a favor in return. So you can feel bad, but you just have to kind of get over that if you want to avoid some of the negative consequences of these things. So then we talked about the scarcity the appeal to scarcity, that tactic. And they say it's a limited time offer. And so for those, you just need to take a step, take a second, take a step back and evaluate why you really want the item. Think to yourself, would I really want this as much if it were not available for a limited time only? Or do I just see it as being valuable because it won't be around for much longer? And then finally, with those appeals to authority, try to ask yourself, is the person making the endorsement really knowledgeable about the product? Or is this just somebody that I like a celebrity? Do I really trust this person's opinion? And so hopefully by being familiar with some of these things and knowing some of these different defenses, you can protect yourself against these appeals when you actually face them later in life. So are there any questions about any of these strategies or anything else we've talked about today? All right. Well, that's it for the semester. I'll let you guys go. Don't forget about the review session during our normal time in here on Wednesday. But I'll see you then.